If a structure is overloaded, it either deforms or it snaps. And nobody asks the tenants if they like the noise. Yes, the real reason is the resistance of materials. Not steel or concrete, but human space. Geopolitics is just engineering, but instead of girders, you have peoples. Instead of cement, you have blood and treaties. Every structure has a load calculation: wind, snow, the weight of the tenants, and all the crap they eat too much of. There's tension, compression, deformation. Engineering students draw moment diagrams to figure out when a house will collapse. The analysts at Langley do the same with the map of the world. They calculate strategic stability for a continent, a region, a district. Remember the bombing of Yugoslavia. Why did they do it? Officially, to save the oppressed in Kosovo. Seriously, does anyone still believe that the fate of a Kosovar shepherd keeps the guy in the Oval Office awake at night? People have never interested anyone but cannibals, and even then, only for the protein. Yugoslavia was stripped for parts because it was dead weight on the European structure. It was about the balance of the world island, Eurasia. Eurasia is one giant communal bed where several heavyweights are trying to lie down. After the Soviet collapse, two were left: Europe and the Russian Federation. If Yugoslavia had fully aligned with Russia, Russia would have become too heavy. The bed would have tilted dangerously. If it had gone fully to Europe, Brussels might have started acting like the new Rome, which Washington wasn't thrilled about either. But breaking it into Serbia, Montenegro, Croatia, Slovenia, now that's genius. It's like scattering a handful of sand instead of dropping one heavy rock. Sand doesn't create tension. It just sits there and lets the big boys divide the room. And get this, while the bombs were still falling, the Yugoslav parliament actually voted to join a union with Russia and Belarus. When the house caught fire, they ran straight for the Russian umbrella. What do you think the Russian parliament did? They held an emergency session and cheered, telling President Yeltsin to start the paperwork immediately. And here's the kicker: Yeltsin blocked it. That's why Yugoslavia never joined. Just like any building has its stress nodes, Yugoslavia was a stress node in Eurasia. It could strengthen one side or the other. It could shift the balance. So, they didn't just punish it, they redistributed it. Carved it up like a pie so nobody got a slice too big to swallow. Because a big slice isn't a dessert, it's a threat.